Play with fire. BBC faces huge censure by royals for overblown and unfounded claims in documentary. The royal family made a rare step of issuing a joint statement condemning the BBC for giving credibility to overblown and unfounded claims in a documentary which aired on Monday night. The three royal households, Buckingham Palace, Kensington Palace, and Clarence House, said that it was disappointing that the broadcaster had decided to lend credibility to claims that insiders from other royal households had briefed against Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Their statement was broadcast at the end of the first episode of the two-part The Princes and the Press programme, presented by the BBC's media editor Amol Rajan. The programme explored the relationship that Princes William and Harry both had with the media and included suggestions that royal sources were briefing journalists behind the scenes. The royal households said, "A free, responsible and open press is of vital importance to a healthy democracy. However, too often it is overblown and unfounded claims from unnamed sources are presented as facts, and it is disappointing when anyone, including the BBC, gives them credibility." Journalist and GB News anchor Dan Wootton spoke in the documentary about his story on Tiaragate, published in November 2018. The article, published in The Sun, claimed that Meghan and members of the royal household had a row over the pick of a tiara for her wedding to Prince Harry. He also addressed bullying claims made by Meghan's staff about her, claims she denies and that are now the subject of a palace investigation. Mr. Wootton said, "It took 6 months for it to get out after the wedding, so when people like to say the press are going for Harry and Meghan, you had it in for Harry and Meghan. I completely disagree. It was actually these people behind the scenes who started to get annoyed, before any of it was public. At that point no national newspaper had dared to really dive into this huge war that was developing behind the scenes. It did take someone like me, as an outsider, and actually say no, I'm going to do it." During the programme, journalist Omid Scobie, co-author of the biography of the Sussexes, Finding Freedom, said that negative stories had been leaked about Meghan but did not name those who were involved. He said, "There were some people who felt she, Meghan, needed to be put in her place. I think by leaking a negative story, that's punishment. There's been rumors for quite some time that a lot of the most damaging and negative stories have come from other royal households or from other royal aides. From my own research and reporting, that's exactly true." During the programme, presented by Amol Rajan, a lawyer for the Duchess of Sussex also responded to reports in 2018 about Meghan's alleged treatment of palace staff. In March, the Times newspaper reported that the Duchess allegedly drove out 2 personal assistants and humiliated staff on several occasions, which she denies. An investigation has since been launched by Buckingham Palace, and the royal household has tasked an external legal team to assist its human resources team looking at allegations made against the former Suits star. Jenny Afia, from the law firm Schillings, told Rajan on the programme, "Those stories were false. This narrative that no one can work for the Duchess of Sussex, she was too difficult and demanding as a boss and everyone had to leave, it's just not true." Following the airing of the programme, a report published in The Sun claimed that William banned aides from briefing against family members. According to the newspaper, the Duke was clear he did not want aides to say anything about the other households. He'd lived through that in the 90s with his parents in the War of the Waleses and doesn't ever want it happening again. He's in a much better place, with the press, than his brother. Better place.